Hello, hello. I'm not sure if I'm live at the moment. Um, I may get some feedback. Oh, no. Okay, I just did a Zoom for the Sacred Archives book that I'm working on, and I couldn't get it to go live. So I'm going to do it now so that there's always a recording available about what the heck this little book is I'm doing. I'm just going to make sure that I'm going live right now on my Facebook page. Let's see, are we live? Thought I was. If you can see me, just give, oh, there I am. Okay, good. Awesome. All right. This book is something that I created because I was having a hard time. I called my best friend, Kimberly, and of course, she talked me off the bridge. And that is exactly what the best friend or your friend is for, to call when you need an ear to listen to, and it just makes it so much better. So last year when I was having my little meltdown, I thought, wow, like how can I take this best friend gratitude that I have and how can I put it into a book? Because at the same time I was working on all of the material for the Halton Women's Place Gala. And I just kept thinking about these women who have gone to the shelter or are in a sort of dark crisis at the moment, and perhaps they don't have a best friend they can call, perhaps they don't have family in the area, and I wanted to create something that would help raise funds for Halton Women's Place and also honor these best friend relationships that we've got. Like we celebrate weddings together, births, deaths, milestones. We celebrate all of that with our best friend, but we don't necessarily take the time outside of those celebrations to express how much they mean to us. And that's exactly what I wanted to do with this book. So I do have a copy of the book here. This is what it's going to look like. Very black and white. The messages are what I want to stand out. So, okay, let's see. On each page is going to be you and your best friend. And then down the side here, we're going to have a message that you send to her. And then what really makes this special for the fundraiser is that at the bottom, there's another space for a little message that you're going to send to a woman you will never meet. You will never know if she even read your message. But it is a message of, I was in the dark. I'm out now. Here's my hand to help you out. And you're going to write a note that will give them some light at the end of their tunnel, to be their friend when they need it, like a silent army of women standing behind them. So there's 75 best friends going to be in this book. And that's 150 women that this woman who's sitting in a dark place right now is going to have behind her, rooting her on and letting her know that she's not alone. Like, I can barely talk about this without bawling. I'm shocked I'm getting through this right now because it just makes me so happy to be able to take all of my friends and their best friends and put them together in this book and allow it to be a light and inspiration for other women. So the donation to come into this project is $300. So you would donate $300. Your best friend is going to donate $300, and together that's going to go into the Givergy app. So Givergy is the website that Halton Women's Place uses to collect their donations. So I'll put a link in the comments for my information page and for the Givergy link to be able to make a donation. Once you've made that donation, you'll forward me the receipt, and then I'll get you on the best friend master list, which is growing and growing. I've already got 9 sets of best friends. So far, I want 75 because that collectively is going to raise $45,000 for Halton Women's Place. Like, 75 sets of best friends is not a lot of ladies, and together we can really make a difference. So all this money that's going to Halt Women's Place is going into their Bridge to Hope initiative, which is going to supply, I'm going to call it a slush fund for expenses that are not necessarily covered by government grants or um, government grants to Halton Women's Place. This money is going to go to help them with, first and last month's rent, or a new outfit for a job interview, or to do some fun things for their children, or gift cards to grocery stores or Walmart, that kind of stuff. And, with the amount of women that are coming through that center, that slush fund needs to be at quite a high level so that we can really help them just get back on their feet. Like going to the shelter is hard enough, but knowing that you can't take your child out just to get them a birthday gift because your money's locked up or you don't have any or whatever, like that hits mamas like in the heart. So I'm really, really grateful that I get to use my talent, which is publishing and design, to create this publication. I'm not charging to do it. There's no design fees or anything like that that I'm charging. All of the money, which is why you're going to donate through Givergy, is going to Halton Women's Place. I'm taking none. The printer's giving us a very good charitable rate, so we can give as much money to the Bridge to Hope Fund as possible. What else was I going to say? I've got my website open here. Um, like I said, I'm already at 9 out of 75 best friend couples. So that is, I don't know, 48 plus 600, 5,400. Yes, $5,400 in pledges already. And I say pledges because if you are interested in going into the book, you can message me and say, I want in, and here's my name and here's my best friend's name. Okay. You have until June to make your donation. And I'm just going to go share my screen right now so you can see this. Um, we're going to go to the Google screen and share. So right now, I'm going to drop you down to the Givergy page. So if we go to the donate here button, this is the Givergy donation page. At the bottom, you'll scroll right to the bottom and you'll see the Sacred Archive contributor button. So you're going to click that button up in the top left and then click donate, and then you'll follow the procedures from there. If you would like to pay in installments before June 30th, up until June 30th, there's a custom donation button here, and you can make whatever donation is comfortable for you on maybe one this month, one next month, one the following month. As long as your donation has been made by June 30th, you can sort out how you would like to do that. You'll have to send me your receipt, so forward to Amy at amybell.ca. And then I'll just add those amounts to your master list, to my master best friend list, and we'll keep track. Okay. The Sacred Archives contributor is the $300 all at once, and if you can do that, that's great. Hit the donate, and then send me the receipt for that as well. Okay. We'll go back to. Oh, leaderboard. Let's take a look at the leaderboard. So Halton Women's Place, um, how I got to know about it is through Whitney Hammond and the Wallet to Wealth group. That group has been around since 2019, and collectively, the ladies in that group, with Whitney's leadership, have raised over $700,000 for Halton Women's Place, which I just think is amazing for a group of women coming together and making those donations to help other women. And so if you're not in that group already, you should join it because it's an amazing group of women, and we're all supporting one another to grow and expand and help each other in business. That's Wallet to Wealth is the group name, and I'll also put the link in the comments so you can join if you're not already joined. The total amount that we've raised so far for 2026 is $48,505. And I'm pretty sure it's gone up since then. Um, but like since last night, this just got a big boost last night. We had a great event raising money for Halton Women's Place. That event raised alone $6,000. So we're really making efforts this year to keep the donations coming in throughout the whole year, as opposed to closer to our gala and cramming it all in. This year we want to raise 300,000 because that will top it up to $1 million raised for Halton Women's Place since 2019 with the Wallet to Wealth group. So bravo to all the ladies in the group. We have an ambassador group of ladies that have pledged $10,000. So they're going to give 5,000 at the beginning of the year, and then however they decide to input the other 5,000 by the end of the year by the gala. And then throughout the year, we have a once a month mentorship with Dave Conway, which is like so brilliant. This is our third year, and this year the format is amazing. We're taking one thing every month and we're focusing on that. And this month is visualization. And so we've all been visualizing raising this money for Halt Women's Place, plus our own personal goals. We all support one another in reaching those in these mentorship meetings every month. So if you're interested in joining the mentorship program, you can reach out to me, or sorry, the ambassador program. You can totally reach out to me or to Whitney about that. Let's just go back to the website here because I know I'm going to miss some other stuff. From Wallet to Wealth. Oh, here we are. Okay. So as I mentioned, we are at 9 out of 75. I think today from my meeting previously, we're going to have a few more sets. The goal is to have all 75 women committed by the end of April, and then have all money donated to Halton Women's Place by the end of June. And then through June to September, I will work on the layout. And the, what do you call it? The layout is going to look like this. As I showed you in the real book, it's changed a little bit since when I got the real book printed. This is a bit of an older image. My creative brain just keeps changing. So what we're going to be doing is having a photo on each side. The photos will be smaller. The space for your letters will be larger on the new layout. We'll have a photo of yourself. We'll have the letters. We'll have the notes to the women, and that's how the whole book is going to be. Just a bunch of beautiful faces, beautiful best friend stories, beautiful notes to women in either Halton Women's Place or that are just going through a hard time. The Givergy site, like I explained, is very easy. You just click this link here, the donate button, and then you'll be taken to the Givergy site where you can make your donation of 300 for yourself, and your best friend can go to that site and make her 300 donation. Then you'll send me the receipts. I'll get you on the master list, and then we'll from there I'll show you how to upload your letters to me so I can get the content. The book launch is going to be at the Halton Women's Play, or sorry, at the Oakville Conference Center Wallet to Wealth Gala in November. This year it's November 13th, I believe. We have it starts at 5 o'clock for networking, and I think the book launch will be in there. 6 p.m. to 7 p.m. we have dinner, and then we have an itinerary through the evening of speakers, super inspirational speakers. Every year they're amazing. Their stories are amazing. And we also have a silent auction and dancing afterwards. Really great. So what you're receiving is the double page speech feature in the book. I'm going to professionally design it at no charge. So I'm going to collect everyone's information. I'm going to hunt you down to get your letters. I know I'm going to be chasing a lot of people, but I'm putting it out there that it all flows nicely. You're going to get a printed copy of this book at the gala. If you are not at the gala um, and you're in the local area, we'll have them available to you at Sovereign Wealth Management, which is in Burlington. If you are out of the country, we'll get it to you. Don't worry. Another thing that I wanted to mention is that I was talking to a friend and she said, what about women of different cultures and languages? And so I was thinking, wow, I never even thought about that. But I don't want language or this book being English to be a barrier to you telling your best friend how much you love them. So if you speak Spanish, if you speak French, if you speak a different language, I want you to write in your own language to one another because women who end up in shelters are not just English speaking Canadian women. They're women of all nationalities. And I think it would be really nice to have that diversity in the book. So if you prefer to write your letters in a different language, I encourage you to do so. So that is something that we've just added. This book is not going to be edited, okay? This is going to be your raw words. I will do a spell check through it, but I'm not editing your copy. When you send me your letter, that is the letter that's going to go into the book. If you've made a mistake, I'll make your changes, however. But like, I just want you to know that there's going to be no touch-ups, nobody changing your words, nobody going in there making any edits to what you have to say to your best friend, because you may have a nickname for them, you may have a nickname for yourself, you may have little fun terms that only you two know, like your secret language. I'm not editing that out of the content, okay? And then you also get the opportunity to support women in rebuilding their lives, which is like amazing. And of course, you get the tax receipt for the donation. Once you go through the Givergy site, you'll be able to make that donation. If you don't want to use a credit card or you want to pay cash, I do have an email address that you can send your donations to. If you do want to go that route, just message me. I don't want to put the email address out here in the public space. Okay. Uh, right. Why I created. I think I told you that story. Yes, my best friend and I want to honor her. I want to honor all of you, and I want to help raise money for Halton Women's Place. Okay, so this is the website. I will put that in the comments so you can go and visit this website. We're going to raise $45,000, which will be added to the pot of 300,000 that we're going to raise this year for Halton Women's Place. I really, really appreciate you listening to me talk about this. I really hope that that you're inspired to join us in this publication, in this legacy project. If you are, the Givergy link is below, the information link is below. We just need a commitment from 75 women to say yes, and then you have until June to make your payment. Okay. Um, I want this to be as easy for you as possible, and if you would like to get more information or you want to talk to me about it, you can private message me, and we'll meet. So let me stop the screen share because maybe I haven't been on screen. Yeah, so once again, this is called Sacred Archives. This is notes of devotion to the ones who saved us, our best friends, and the ones still finding their way. Your message to a woman in crisis could be the reason that she finds the light and goes and changes the world herself. 75 sets of best friends are going to be standing behind this woman who reads it. 150 letters of support and inspiration for these women is going to be in this book. Okay, so here's the new one. Oh, and I'm also putting on the bottom here inside that swirly loop. I don't know if it's backwards or not, but friends for 32 years, friends for 8 years, friends for 43 years, friends for however long you've been friends, because I want that longevity to be noted. Also, one other thing. There's probably going to be another thing after this, one other thing. But anyway, um, I have a friend whose best friend passed away. And when you've got a best friend, it's hard to replace that best friend. And if that's the case for you, then we can make that work. Because if you have a note that you want to say to her, she's still listening. Maybe you've got a message that she sent you from years ago, or a card that you've kept. We can take a photo of that and put that in to the book to honor your friendship with your best friend who's passed on. Um, one of the girls that I know that's already in the book, that's what she's going to do. And it just gives me goosebumps because the the couple that this happened to, like, it's just such a banana story. Anyway, if we're talking privately, I'll tell you the story. But right now, just know that this book was divinely inspired, and thank you to Jackie for doing that from above. Okay. Um, this is going to help us reach the $300,000 goal for this year for Halton Women's Place. It's $300 per best friend. You'll be in the book. You'll write a letter to your best friend each. You'll have your photo each, and then you'll write a little note to someone who needs to hear what you've got to say, your words of wisdom, your nuggets of wisdom. It's not advice, really. It's more like, I see you, I hear you, I'm here with you, you're not alone, you can do this, like that kind of message. Um, if you need help writing your letter, I am open to helping you write the letter. ChatGPT is open to helping you write the letter. Um, in the contributor form that I have, the link, it's got prompts in there for you if you need some help with that. Um, yeah, I'm just really excited to help raise $45,000 for Halton Women's Place Bridge to Hope, um, what do you call it, Bridge to Hope initiative that they've got going on, where they're putting money into a fund to help on day-to-day expenses of the women that are going into Halton Women's Place. If you are not in Halton, if you are donating to be a part of this project, just know that you making your donation is energetically acknowledging that women around the globe need our help. And I'm going to have this book up on Amazon so that you can purchase it. It's going to have no markup on it, so it'll be very affordable to be able to purchase it and send it to your local charity or local shelter. Um, yeah, I think I'm now sounding like a PBS special for raising funds. But anyway, it's a very, very, very good cause. It's a very great way to honor your best friend, and it's a great way to help women and children that are in crisis. So thank you very much. I appreciate you listening, and I will be here waiting. If you would like to join me, just let me know. Send me a DM. Thank you.